Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. Let's walk the talk.
Welcome back. Still on personality trait, we were doing a personality test, and we have already done with DISC. That is D, and we have tackled I. And now we go to S. Millicent.
Yes, Rachel.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yes, like we had said earlier, like I said, it is a test,
Yes.
or it's a tool that one can use even to discover their own personality trait. And we said we give it the initials of DISC. And we have discussed about D, which is the dominant, and we have discussed the I, which is influential. And like we were ending the other session, we said the word here is balance, having a balance in all this. Now, for S, this is steady. These people are steady. Mr. Steady Man, Mrs. Steady Man, woman, okay? They are steady. They are good listeners. Steady, they are good listeners. They will give you all the attention so that you can listen to them. They give you all the attention that you need so that you can speak yourself to them. They are good team players. They are good team players. Remember, they are steady. Good team players. You tell them do this, they will do. You tell them go there, they will go. They are team players. Mine is to be told what to do. All right? They are also possessive in a way. They are also possessive because being a steady, I want to have it all. Possessive.
Yes.
That is one of their traits also. They are also predictable because being steady, you normally do 1, 2, 3. There are those people who in the morning they wake up, go to work, have their lunch at a certain place, go from work in the evening, back home. They are so predictable. They will not go out of their way.
Yes.
So predictable. Again, they are so understanding because somebody that is listening to you must be a good listener. And so they are so understanding. Now, with all this, being so steady, being so predictable, people know exactly what you're going to do or exactly how you're going to do your thing.
Being a good listener.
Being a good listener. So you can imagine what is sometimes poured to these people. At times they can be overwhelmed because of the things that they have been, told. People find them good
Yeah.
because they listen to people. They're good listener. But do I have some advantages of that also? Because if people will just come to me and pour everything to them, then what am I supposed to do with all that information? So sometimes when they are not able to process that information so well, they can even experience burnout.
Wow.
Because I'm always there listening. And as I'm listening, am I also going somewhere to pour out whatever has been released
To
on
look
me?
for someone also to listen to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And remember, we say they're what? They're team players. So you are called in this team, you go. Those people who don't know even how to say no to things. But sometimes even them saying yes, it is so inconveniencing them. But they have to say yes because they are team players. We are calling them steady. They are good, but at times can be taken advantage of. These kind of people sometimes can be taken advantage of because of their goodness, that nature of goodness,
Being good.
being so good.
In other words, they want to please everybody.
We can say like they are men pleasers. It's again not also men pleasers. It is their nature just to do good.
Now, when we talk of doing good, I don't want to mess up with someone. I want to give 100% to whatever I'm told to do.
Giving 100%, that availability.
Okay.
We are talking about that availability. Remember, we are saying they are team players.
Exactly.
So if this team needs to do this, this person goes. And maybe the other team B also wants to do something. The person is called. They will not say, can you give me a few minutes?
I am tired.
I am tired. I need, they will also go. So these are people that can experience a lot of burnout but they are very good when it comes to teamwork.
At the same time, you can take advantage of them.
I'm saying, yes, that's what we are saying, that at times they can be taken advantage
Yeah,
of
yeah.
because so and so is so good. And you'll be hearing some people saying, so and so is so good.
Yeah.
You just tell so and so. They'll never say no. But you see, sometimes they're just being taken advantage of. All right? Sometimes they are being taken advantage of. When will they also pursue their issues or their activities that need to be done? When you're called to one party, you go to this. When you're called to another meeting, you always in all those kind of meetings because you're Mr. Steady Man or Mr. Steady Woman. So being steady.
Yeah.
So when they even say no, it's like they feel a lot of guilt. Why am I not? Let me just go.
I must be available.
I must be available. Those are steady.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
The consciousness, these people. These are people that are so accurate. These are people that
Mr. and Mrs. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, you can say that. You can say that. These are people that are so analytical. When they are doing their own things, they will analyze everything because they want to do something to their to perfection. These are people who are also what? They are fact finder. You will not tell them this and they follow you. No, they have to sit down and find out the facts. You said there is a fire. What could have caused that fire? We need to observe. They are not just people that are carried away. They are fact finders. They are analytical. These people, they are so accurate. They are systematic in doing their own things. If this flower needs to be here, it has to remain there. The books need to remain there. If, for example, this flower needs to remain here, they are so systematic. They want to know, I am moving from point A to where? Not telling me I am moving from A to Z. I need to know how am I getting there. They are so systematic in doing their own things. And, because of them being so systematic, they have a lot of high standards. They have set high standards. And these people, they are not leaders. They want to be led. They don't want to lead. But wherever they are led, they will do their work with that perfectionism. So these kind of people, remember we are saying they are so accurate.
Yeah.
So you can imagine when you make a mistake, they're like, how can you do that? How can you do that?
I don't understand.
Didn't you see it was to be A, B, C, D? You're supposed to do A, B, C, D. You're supposed to remove this thing from here and take it there.
Yeah.
Look at even somebody that has this trait. Take as a woman in the house. I know when I remove this glass from here,
Sure.
I want it to be there. I want my kitchen to be like this. They are so. I want the toothpaste to be in this place. I want everything has to be in place, not haphazardly. Everything has to be in the rightful place. And sometimes they can be felt like they are so insensitive because when you're so, for them, they don't have room for mistakes.
No.
We can call them the perfectionists. Now, you can see these people at your place of work, in relationships.
Yes.
Now, do you see why it is important for us to know our personality?
And surely it is important to know. Let's come back now to the D. The D is marrying a C. You can imagine.
That scenario. Who is marrying? Okay, the D, the dominant is the one who is marrying a C. Okay, yeah.
Now, I'm taking a case whereby now I have D and my partner is having C.
Okay.
How can we balance this?
Like I said earlier, it's very important.
Yeah.
I know those days we never used to do these personality tests, but nowadays in the counseling field, and especially people that are getting married, we encourage them to do these personality, tests, because it will help them to know what kind of personality am I, so that when we go in, how do we blend in? All right? How do we blend in? Because as they continue, and remember, life is very interesting. Life is a journey, and in a journey you will meet different kind of people. So even all this kind of personality, sometimes we interact with other people.
Yes.
And as we are interacting, we get to see ourselves, and we're like, I think that one, I need to let loose. Because you can imagine this personality, the conscious one. They are not fun-loving people.
Not at all.
Because by the time I am so accurate, I am fact finding out, I am so perfectionist in my work. And I want to deliver. These are people that deliver. You give them an assignment, they want to deliver, and not only just delivering, it has to be delivered and
perfectly.
Exactly. Perfectly. So you can imagine having that as a couple. The beauty is that when we get to know ourselves, that are, okay, I'm a D, I'm a C, where do I need to adjust? At my place of work, okay, I am a C, or I'm a D, or I'm an S. Maybe I've been so quiet. I need to be raising my voice also, so that people can hear me and know that I am there. And, being quiet or being a steady person, I'm not stupid.
Yes.
I am there, and I can make also decisions. Like I said earlier, the word here is balance. Okay. When you get to know which personality trait you are, or where you find, a lot of it. And remember, Rachel, again here, when we are saying about these personalities, you might find yourself having a bit here and there.
And that was the question I wanted to ask. Can someone have all the traits? I have the D, I have the I have the S, I have the C. Is it possible?
You can find yourself having a little bit here and there. But for you to know, to be so sure of which one I am so, that I can identify myself with, I'll encourage you to do this personality trait test. It's there in the Google. You can Google DISC, and it will bring you out some questions, and you can answer them, answering them as they are, not thinking about them. The way you read something and something, you exactly answer that. Not what you want to be, but what exactly you are at that particular moment. It will help you to know yourself. And as you get to know yourself, then okay, this is where I need to adjust and give room. For example, you can imagine that somebody that is a perfectionist, and I'm a woman. What happens when I'm a mother? Will my children be so, restricted?
It's like being brought up in a military camp. This should be done this way.
Yeah. So what can I do even to make my home child friendly? Yes, I'm that perfectionist, but what is it else that I can do to make my home friendly? Maybe I could set up a corner somewhere and say that's where you will be playing with your toys. And when you're done, you can make sure you arrange them nicely. So I've made my home also child friendly. But there are those, they can say, you're not supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be there. And it can be so worrying even for our children.
Okay.
Yes.
Millicent,
yes, Rachel.
As a counselor, among the four, which is the most dangerous one?
Which is the most dangerous
The most dangerous one among the four.
Among the four?
Yes.
I want to throw that question back to you. As you heard us discussing those different personalities.
Yes.
That is the dominant.
The influential. The steady.
And the conscious. Which one is the most dangerous one? Again, it would be, which is the most dangerous one? On what aspect?
Like, to me, this one of being disorganized, somebody who is disorganized, you can imagine I'm outgoing and I'm disorganized. So as I outgo, coming back, I'm like, nothing is in line.
Nothing is in place.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Rachel, none of them is the worst and none of them is the best. Because all of them have weaknesses. Okay. And now those are the weaknesses that we work along with them. Because you can't say so and so is 100% good. Remember, human beings, we all have good in us. We all have something good in us. So there is no one we can say that one is a bad personality. Okay. The other one is a bad personality. Okay. All of us have something good in us. Because it is because of being steady that somebody like the dominant will have somebody to work with. Yes. Imagine if all of us were dominant.
And we don't have the steady one.
And we don't have the steady people. And we don't have these people that are talkative and outgoing
Yeah.
and leading others. Life would be so boring.
Sure.
So I think all of them, they're important.
We come to the end of our show. But the good thing here is life has to continue, and the keyword is balance everything. Millicent,
Yes,
your
Rachel.
parting shot.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachel. Like I said earlier, I would encourage us
Yeah.
to take this personality test. It will help you to know yourself and understand yourself better, and even bring your best at your place of work, in your relationships. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We've come to the end of our topic today. Until next time, bye.
Walk with me.